Hi, this is Dr. Don. I want to take a few minutes and go over question 3 in the remix in lab 2. It's given some students some problems. So let's look at it. Here it is in the lab manual for the remix for lab 2. And the first question is, in the lab 02 describing data rehearsed, describing data is the second rehearse, we found descriptive statistics for Gapminder data for life expectancy for each continent. Copy that code chunk, and this is a part that people are missing as edited. In other words, we've got to go back to the rehearse, get the code that was not edited, and then edit it appropriately. And so let's do that. I'm going to jump here over to that rehearse. And here it is, section 5.1 on life expectancy. And here's the instructions. Here's the code that we've got to edit, and here's the instructions for editing it. Change the data frame, the source data frame, MyDF, which is right there, to Gapminder DF. Change the conditions in the group by, because this was looking at conditions. We want to group by continent, so we would change that to continent, which is another variable. And then we've got to change the scores, where it says scores, that variable, to life expectancy, LIF capital EXP. So let's copy that. Go back over here to RStudio Cloud, and here's our empty code chunk. And I'm going to Control V and paste that in there. So the first thing we've got to do is change this to be Gapminder. And I'm just going to edit here. Whoops. Put my cursor in the right spot. Edit. And we want to group by continents. Continent. Whoop. And we want to change this to life expectancy. No space. Okay, I've got all those edits changed there. Gapminder DF, continent to group by, life expectancy for the 4 variables here, and then we just run the code, and we've got our summary table. We see the 5 continents and what the mean life expectancy is for each of those, as well as the standard deviation, the min and the max. So that's pretty interesting. Let's move on to the next part. We scroll down here, and this quite a few students are missing, and it's what is the mean, standard deviation, min and max life expectancy again for all the Gapminder across all years and countries. So we haven't filtered for year in this, but we did group by continents. So it gives us the hint to not use the group by. And that's all I did here, was to edit out that row up here where it says group by, and get rid of the pipe there as well. So you end up without that row there. And we've got to summarize again. Everything else is just what we need, so we can run it. And there is the mean, standard deviation, min and max life expectancy across all continents and all years, which is what we needed for this. So then you would just answer the questions here. Which continent statistics are most like the overall statistics, etc. So answer those, and then you would move on to the next question. So I hope this helps on problem 3.